Jai Gurudev children, the only medicine found now is stay home, stay safe. Hope all are safe. Individually, we are a drop, but together we are an ocean. With the words of Rinoso Satero, let us get into today's topic. Have you ever heard of the word Jataka tales? Let us see what is Jataka tales. The Jataka tales are stories based on morals like kindness, unity, helpfulness, etc. These stories have been acted, written, narrated, and even painted. Many of these stories spread to other parts of the world. Let us see one of the popular Jataka tales. Hope all must be clear with the word unity, isn't it, children? Yes, unity is a state of being united or joined as a whole and being together. When a bunch of people act as one and are on the same page, they are displaying unity. Let us see a small story for unity. The characters involved in the story are Quail, Leader Quail, Fowler. The summary and intro of the lesson. This chapter highlights the saying that united we stand and divided we fall. If we cooperate with each other, no one will be able to break us. But if we quarrel among ourselves, our enemies will take advantage of this and defeat us. Let us hear the story now. You might have seen various types of birds. Among that, have you ever heard of the bird's name called quail? Have you seen it? This is a quail bird. Quails are known as migratory gaming birds. They migrate or fly to warmer areas in the winter. Quails are called gaming birds because they were hunted for sport. Nowadays, there is a law which prevents people from hunting quails and other gaming birds. Let us get into the story. A long time ago, there was a forest in which animals and birds lived happily. A covey means a group of quails. A covey of quails also lived in that forest. Their leader was the wisest of them all and was called Leader Quail. A fowler is a person who catches bird and sell it in the market to earn money. A fowler lived near the jungle who quietly listened to the cry of the leader quail. When it called out to his covey, then he practiced the cry of the leader quail till he could copy him. When the quails heard the cry, they thought that their leader was calling them and assembled at the point. Soon this cunning man, the fowler, could get the quails together. He threw his net over them and carried the quails to the town where he sold them. The quail leader was sad at the loss. Being wise, the quails understood the fowler's plan, called the birds and said, This Fowler is a cunning man. He is trapping so many of us. We must put an end to it. The leader quail gave a plan like, next time when the fowler throw his net over you, each of you must put your heads through the net and carry it away to the nearest thorn bush. Leave the net on the thorn bush and fly away. The quails told their leader that the plan was good and they would follow his instructions. The very next day, the fowler copied the cry and collected the quails together and threw the net over them. The birds flew with the net as per the plan and dropped the net in the nearby thorn bush and flew away. The fowler took a long time to take away his net from the bush. He returned home empty-handed. This went on for 3 days continuously. Fowler's wife was angry because he did not bring home any money. The fowler told his wife that quails have a plan and working together, I will be able to catch and sell the quails only when the quails begin to quarrel and when there is no unity among them. One day, while alighting on their feeding ground, one of the quails, by mistake, stepped on other's head. The second quail started to cry and shouted angrily like, "Who stepped on my head?" The first quail replied like, "I did, but it was my mistake. Please do not get angry." The second quail continued to remain angry and said wicked things to the other quails. The fowler collected all the birds using the cry and threw the net over them. The quails began to take sides and were divided into two coveys, and they did not fly. The quails quarrelled and quarrelled. The fowler made use of the opportunity and caught all the quails and sold in the market for good price. The moral of the story is unity is needed for survival. As we all know, unity protects us from all the evil doing. Hence, we people should help each other and together we should fight and face the evil and negative things. When we together stand, we surely get freedom from all kinds of negativity. Let us see the keywords with meanings. Covey, group of quails. Quails, a small brown spotted migratory game birds. Fowler, a person who traps birds to sell. Trapping, catching by trick. Thornbush, small plant with many main branches and prickly spikes. Plan, arrangement to do something decided before. Quarrel, to argue or fight physically. Alighting, coming down from a higher place and landing like from an aeroplane. Wicked, a bad thing done to harm someone. Let us have a small recap of the story. At the beginning of the story, a large covey lived happily in a forest. A fowler imitated the leader's cry and trapped them by throwing net over them. At the middle of the story, the choir leader worked out a plan for his group. It worked and the fowler could not catch quails for some days. His wife was unhappy for the fowler did not bring home any money. At the end of the story, the quails began to fight over a small issue and became two groups. This opportunity was used by the fowler to trap all the quails and sold in the market. Hope all have enjoyed the story and learned a good moral which should be continued in future. Thank you children. Have a wonderful day.